What is up, everyone? This is Hurst Quayzar. Welcome back to another Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 YouTube video. We are in my shop, Quayzar's Customs. I am Hurst Quayzar, and no, I'm just, this truck is not a movie truck. I was just kind of admiring it. I picked it up for almost pennies. Well, basically about 5 grand, and it had some low mileage on it, so I was like super stoked about it. It's got a nice supercharged engine in it, so I'm really happy about that. However, today's video, we are moving on to American Graffiti. How many of you guys remember um, uh, Frank Coppola's uh, American Graffiti? How many of you guys remember that? Many? Not many? Well, I wouldn't doubt that. This is a very old film. I mean, it came out in 1973, I believe, and it's just one of those movies that, to be quite honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot of. Why? Because I was so infatuated with the cars that you know it didn't matter, right? It just didn't matter. So I'm looking at this stuff. I'm just gonna dump all this stuff out here. This body I may be able to reuse. Option 3. I may have to reuse that. So, what is American Graffiti about? In a nutshell, it was about nothing more than teenagers cruising one last night before they head off to college. They're out of high school and they're out cruising around, and that's pretty much what the movie was. Basically, the whole thing was just them cruising up and down the strip in Modesto, California, I believe, in 1962-ish kind of year. So, yeah. So that's all it was, is basically a cruising film. And to be honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot about it because why? I loved the cars. I never got through the storyline because I was just infatuated with the cars. One of the cars in it, Ron Howard drove a 1958 Chevy Impala, I believe. It was a 58 Chevy Impala, white 58. I love that car. I love the taillights on those cars. Um, and I always wanted to have one of those until I saw one in real life. Man, those things are real boats. It is a boat and a half. It's a land yacht, no doubt. Um, but the car we are working on is a 32 Ford. This was driven, I think his name was John in the movie. He was like the drag racing king, right? Um, so some of it was like, most of the movie was kind of centered around him, and a little bit about all the friends. So all the actors that were in here, it was amazing that I pulled it up just to see how many actors were in it. There was a lot of actors that I remember back in my TV days. Cindy Williams, she was in it. If you all remember Cindy Williams, she was the Shirley half of Laverne and Shirley of that episode. Ron Howard. Ron Howard was in Happy Days. Um, let's see, Richard Dreyfuss. You've seen Richard Dreyfuss in several movies. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Um, I believe he. I don't think he was in Jaws. He may have been in Jaws, but it was Richard Dreyfuss has been in several movies. I just can't think of him right now. Mackenzie Phillips. She ran into a bit of trouble, but she was one of the two daughters on One Day at a Time. And One Day at a Time had Mackenzie Phillips and oh, what was her name? Bernadette. Oh dear God, I'm gonna have to look it up now. I'm thinking. Not her name is Bernadette. Oh geez, I can see her face. She dated Eddie Van Halen for the longest time. So, but Mackenzie Phillips was in it. Wolfman Jack was a a DJ back then, and he played a DJ in the movie. So I don't know if any of you remember Wolfgang or Wolfman Jack. Kind of a nostalgic guy from the 60s and 70s. He was a DJ in the movie. So yeah, a lot of actors were in this. And believe it or not, the director and co-writer was George Lucas, Mr. Star Wars himself. He was co-writer and producer of this movie. It's kind of a shocker. I didn't realize it. I was watching a documentary or listening to a Star Wars documentary and happened to hear that, and I was, actually blown away. I was like in shock. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm talking, I'm forgetting what I'm trying to buy here. I think I needed a plate. But anyway, a lot of actors that seemed like they were in this movie, and I was just kind of shocked about it. Ron Howard I knew was in it, so another big actor, believe it or not. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was in it, and it's kind of funny because Harrison Ford was in Star Wars too, so it's kind of weird, but listening to a Star Wars podcast, Harrison Ford was a carpenter, and he just kind of got into the movie business through Star Wars, so which is kind of cool. Well, I guess he made his acting debut in American Graffiti, but because it came out in '73, Star Wars came out in '77, so what the heck am I thinking? Alright, let me get my focus here. I need a drive axle and a control arm. Drive axle, control arm. All three of these pieces right beside each other. Now, I haven't quite decided how I'm going to work the wheels on this. I mean, this is not a direct replica model, of course, because I don't have the fender flares on it. But I'm going to try to make it as close as possible. And when it comes to the license plates, when we put the license plates on, I've got to... I wonder if you all know what the story is behind the license plates on this thing. So, if you don't, hang in there, keep watching. I'll let you know what the deal is with the license plates on this. So yeah, high school. I can remember days. I can remember days of cruising around. We would used to, we would hang out at the local Sonic, or there used to be an A&W root beer type place, very similar to what the Sonics are now. We would pull in there, we would hang out, we would have a drink, grab a little bite to eat, hang out on the car, listen to the radio real loud, really be obnoxious teenagers. So I kind of really related to this movie, and I thought it was really cool. I think one of the characters was going off to the military while others were going off into college, and I joined the military right after college, so I can really relate to, or I joined the military right after high school, right after college. Jeez. So yeah, right out of high school, I joined the military because my hometown was not Modesto, California, by no means. I had nothing there. So it was either, starve or get out and do something with my life. So I got out. I never went back either. But that was, the days of high school where you were cruising around and hitting the drive-ins and the drive-throughs and drag races. I've got big into the drag racing. I won't say big into the drag racing scene. The street racing scene, I got exposed to it after I was in the military, and I would watch drag races behind the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. I don't know if any of you are from the Philadelphia area or remember the football stadium that was there, but yeah, we used to host drag races back there all the time, and it was actually really cool. We are going to go ahead and fix this frame up because I think what I'm going to do. Oh, it's chrome. Oh my, it's chrome. Okay, really. What's the factory color is black. I was hoping to make that black, not chrome. Oh, there's a windshield there. Didn't even see that. Mirror. All these parts are kind of floating around. Hang on. We clean this all up. Wow. Okay. Alright, so yeah. We'll get this all taken care of here. Pretty quickly here. Can't I put the... Let's see. Do I want to put the body back on? Maybe not yet, because I'm thinking I want to put some... I do want to put the body on for a particular reason. I want to check wheels. If I can figure out what to target for the body. Oh my. This is a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Nope. That is not what I wanted. Okay, what am I going to have to hit? Did I take everything off? Maybe I shouldn't have taken everything off. Maybe that was a oopsie on my part. I don't know. Body parts. Okay, so woof. Nope, not that one. Alright, so we've got at least a kind of body on there. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, what parts did I take off it that I'm not going to use? I'm not going to use the rear wheels. Sorry. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff and hope for the best. Go ahead and put this battery in the charger. Alright, so rear wheels on this thing. What's so funny about this movie is I feel like every car in the movie had chrome rims. You remember the chrome reverse rims? So that's what we're putting on this puppy. So if we look at, there's a couple of different styles here. We have the Willys Jeep rim, which is almost like a chrome rim, and or almost like a rim look, has a rim look to it. There was another one in here. I believe. There's the Jeep, the only one. There was another one, I thought. I mean, these kind of look like it, but not really. I think the Jeep ones are probably the best. So I am going to go with the Jeep ones, and I'm going to go with... let's roll the dice here. Let's go with a set of... Yeah, sure, let's go with some 16s. Okay, we're going to go with the 16s, and then for the tires, we're going to go with the race tires too at 16. And we're not going to go too wide with them, but maybe with a 50 profile. That might work for this particular build, just to make it look a little bit like the movie. First of all, I need to paint these rims. Okay, we're going to go from metallic to chrome. Paint. Metallic to chrome. Now let's go see how tall these tires are going to actually be, because I'm hoping they look alright. Yeah, have no fear. I'm not going to leave it black. That's just the way it's going to look right now. I mean, that may look. I think that looks pretty cool. I think I'm good with that. So one of the things about this movie, in 1995, the Library of Congress gave it like this award of being put. It was selected for preservation, right? Because it was historically and what was the phrase they said? Culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant to that time frame. So it really showed what 1962 was all about. Yeah, you know, these wheels are going to look so silly on this after taking them big white slicks off it. You know that? Yeah, well. I mean, I could go with a bigger tire. Bigger wheel and tire. But I don't know. I have to pull up another picture of it. I believe that's about... if it didn't have any... I mean, I don't have fenders for this, so... I'm thinking that's about right. I mean, I may have to... Oh, sorry. I may have to go with a larger size. Maybe go with some 17s. But what I want to do is what I'm going to try and do right now is I'm going to run this over to the paint shop and see if I can paint that frame. What I'm going to do is take the body off and paint the frame if I can. It doesn't look like I can. Yeah, I can't paint the frame. Okay, so that kind of bites. Alright, so I guess we'll try to paint this puppy. What am I doing? Continue. Spray. I was hung up or something. Alright, so the brightness, let's get some things going here. Yellow. It is a bright yellow. I mean, we've got it about as bright as we're gonna go, right? That looks really good. Going too low. That's too lemony, I think. I think it may be right there. I think that'll do that. So I think that's the color we are going to go with. I wish I could paint that framework black. As unfortunate as that is, at least I have a pretty good idea what the fenders are going to look like. Let's kick this up a notch, shall we? Yeah, I think we're going to kick this up a notch. We're going to go with, I think I'm going to go 18s on the back. I'm going really out of the box here. But we're still not going to keep it like super wide. We'll go with the 255 with the 40. We'll keep it like that. Those are coming off. They do look too small for it. And I think for the car in the movie, I think it is small. But I just can't. Got to get it a little more pleasing to the eye here. And that's what it's all about. Alright. Did I paint both of them? I think I did, right? Yeah, we'll make sure. Alright. Let me out! Let me out! Yeah, I am going to have to go with a larger wheel. I am so sorry. I mean, I may not be totally movie correct on this car when I get done with it, but I am totally not into. Here we go. Kind of forgot what I was doing there for a minute. Okay, so we're going to take these puppies off. I may stick these on the front. It's a whole two sizes too small type thing. Looking at the car online, this is it looks like the wheels are about the same size, but that's okay. 18's on it. It looks a little bit better. I think the tires need to be thicker, boys. Yeah. I mean, I like a low profile and all, but they need to be a little bit thicker, so we need to go with a 50 series on the back of this. At least a 50. Now, here we go again. Hurst and his crazy wheel jobs. I know what you're saying. Saying, Hurst, it looks fine. Leave it alone. Move on. You know as well as I know that if it doesn't look right to you, you wouldn't leave it on there either. So, you have nothing to worry about. I am in total control here. I know what's going on. Okay, so an 18, we are going to go with a... We'll go with a 245, and we're going to go with a... We'll go with a 55 profile. How's that? We will go with a 55 profile. Should be a tall enough tire. Yeah, we're good. I was going to go with the 50, but I think I wanted to go a little bit taller. Because that's the way it looks like in the movie. Alright, let's dump out these tires so I don't have them anymore. See how these look. Should be a little thicker tire so it doesn't look like so low profile and not 19. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm good with that. I am good with that. Tell me what you think. Did I make the right decision? Wait a minute. Was that 1855? Yeah. So what do you think? Did I make the right decision? I think I did. Alright, let's hoist her in the air. First things first, I want to get rid of this transmission, get it out of the way, because I know this engine is coming out very soon. Don't want nothing to happen to the rest of this. Start yanking us all apart. I should have been buying parts while I was over there waiting for the tires. That whole tire fiasco. And I'm sure when I put the 16s on the front, it's going to look ridiculous because it's a two sizes smaller than the rear tire. So I'm going to have to play around with that as well. I see that happening. So of all the actors that were in this movie, I don't remember the guy that drove this car. I don't remember him being in any other movie. Ron Howard drove the 58 Impala. He's been all over the place, you know. He was a child actor from back in the Andy Griffith days. He did all kinds of movies. He did, you know, I didn't even think about it. Eat My Dust. Do you guys remember Eat My Dust? That was another movie, a car movie. Wow. You know, I'm thinking about that. I don't know what cars were in that movie. I'm going to investigate that one. Let me... I'm writing that down because I don't remember what cars are in that movie. I do remember seeing it. It's been years ago. I mean, I don't know if it was Smoking the Bandit days or what, but yeah, it was one of those movies. I mean, he's been in movies, he's been a director, he's been all over the place. Um, like I said, Cindy Williams, she was the Shirley, half of Laverne and Shirley, and she's been in some movies I remember seeing. Oh, one other. Um, you see her briefly in a couple of scenes. I don't remember if if the young kid ever finds her. She floats by in this 55, 56 Ford T-Bird. No, blonde hair, blue eyes. Guess who it is? Suzanne Summers. Yep. So that's another actress that came out of this movie that made something out of themselves after this movie. I mean, I find it crazy that you look. I've said this in another video. You look back on some of these older movies, you're going, wow, there was a lot of actors in this movie. Why didn't This one was actually pretty. This one was pretty popular. So, okay, let's see. Let's see what we have here. Probably not a whole lot to work with. Not too bad. Straighten this all out and get it taken care of. One of you. And I really don't think the 32 had disc brakes. No. Nope. Not no, but heck no. It didn't have disc brakes, but we'll pretend that it did. So my video is not historically and culturally accurate to the movie. How's that? Okay, so what do we have here? Bottom, a B. Okay, so we need a bottom suspension arm. Hook up some of these parts because we know we're going to need them. Front sway bar, tie rods, both inner and outer. You always have to replace them. Rubber bushing on this type of front end with a frame. It takes 12. A B-link. And of course wheel bearings and wheel bearing hub. And I don't know if I needed a steering rack or not. I should have looked when I was in there. Dang me, dang me. I said that, dang me, and I thought of a song that kind of reminds me of my dad. Kind of went, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? Do, 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 or something like that. Yeah, I'm not a singer, but something along those lines. And I don't even know who. Now, what did I buy? Oh, jeez. Go figure. I need a front knuckle hub and front wheel hub. You know, I get all twisted and I start talking and I forget what I'm doing. And hub. Alright, so we're going to see just how silly these 16-inch wheels are going to look on this front end. I may have to go with a 17 on the front just to make it look better. So that means the wheels I have are patooey shot. Let's go ahead and dump these out because I'm not going to need those. And you are done. Kind of upset that I couldn't paint that frame. I have to talk to Fully Sick about it. And this is a Fully Sick mod that you can get from the Steam Workshop. This is one of the few of his that is a complete, total, body off frame restoration. You strip the cars all the way down to the frame and restore it. This is one of a few of them that he does. Does a really good job with this stuff. So hop on over to Steam Workshop and grab your 32 Ford. For this one, he has I don't know how many different versions. There's quite a few different versions between a stock version, a drag version. This one, you know, I have to look to see what version this is, but I was just going with a simple V8 version, and I found this one. Unfortunately, as you may have seen with the mileage is a little high on this. I have been desperately trying to find one with less than this one has 195,000 miles. I can't find anything less than that. I kid you not. I really kid you not. I have been looking for freaking ever, and I can't find it anywhere. Okay, so the moment of truth, how's that? It looks more like a rod, not so much like the movie car, but I think I may leave it that way as personal preference. Okay, you guys can yell at me if you want. Throw some comments down below and let me know what you think. Should I have went a little more movie-ish, or do you like the rod look? Which just means that I would have had to have probably increased the rim and tire size on the front. It's basically what I would have to do. Well, these shock absorbers look really good against this yellow car. Just saying. I gotta figure out the whole radiator too here. So I know he's got a lot of options in here, so I'm gonna have to figure out the best solution to make it look as close to the 32 as possible. Okay, I think I've got everything. Let me do a quick inventory check. Yeah, I'm good. We'll put the RAM on it. We'll stick with the 16s up front, 18s in the back. Now, as long as the front wheels don't look wider than the rear wheels, you know what? They might. Which I really don't. Do they look wider to you? I think they do. Here we go again. Let's knock it down a little bit. Yeah, they look much wider. Why is that? Okay, so do I go a little wider on the back? I think I should. I really think I should. Wow, just when you thought you were done. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little wider on the back. I know. You're like, okay, I'm just clicking off. Hurst just isn't making any sense right now because he's just all over the place with these damn tires. Right? Right. Okay, so this is a 245 55s, right? So we are going to go with, maybe I could have gone with a, these are 18s on the back. It's 255, right? So let's go with a 295, and we'll go with a 50 profile. Don't know. I don't know. But I know those are not going to work. 245, 55. You know, with them by themselves, I should have just changed the front wheels, you know? Okay, so 295, 50. So what does that look like? I'm thinking that might work too. I know you're out there whoa, wait a minute. Wait. Did I put the wrong tire on? I don't remember. I think I put the wrong tire on. 295.50. No, nope. I'm good. 295.50. 295.50. Okay, so this should go on and look okay, right? All right, that's. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. They're about the same width, which is fine with me. Looking at the car online, the front and the rear tires look about the same size, but I'm going to give it a more of a rod effect on this one, so that's how we're going to do that. Let's yank out this, what is left of an engine block in here. Good grief. And actually, you know what? What is left of that thing? Let's, oh, this is a supercharged engine, so guess what we get to put on? I think, is there any pistons in this? You know what? This will probably be the one video, that I'm just going to take this all apart, and it's going to be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to take this apart and use the original block. What do you think? Hey. Now, I'm going to just dump, let's see, how's that crankshaft? Crankshaft might be able to survive. Flywheel is not. And I'm getting rid of the gearbox, so that's not a big deal. So, yeah. Let's see if I can repair this stuff. This would be kind of cool. Yeah, look at that, baby. All right, we got a nice engine block here. I am happy about that. The original engine block and the original crank. You can't beat it. That's about all you need. So original. Cool. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a dive into what parts are available for this. Now you're going to have to bear with me on this because this is going to be very, very painful. Let's see, is it under 1932? Or is it just under 32? Yes, it is under 1932. I believe I like it better chopped, but I think it was a typical top on it, and I'm hoping that works. For stock soft top, for chopped soft top, hard top, for stock soft top. Telling you boys. Stock front end, that's definitely what I want from that. Stock doors, stock door windows, none of that, but we are going to go with we'll go with option 4 with the pipes. Stock, option 4 on the pipes. Stock there. It did not have a hood. Wow, all these options, I have no idea what these options are going to be. I have no idea. So this might be interesting. We're going to have to find out where these taillights go. You know what? It didn't have a rear bumper, so that's going to be interesting. I'll be missing some pieces on here. Stock, just need a stock deck lid on there. We've got the stock, this had the badges on it. We get the stock. That's fine. Oh, there's a stock rear window. Oh, that's the stock rear window. That's not the top. Yikes. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Sides allows for no hood. I think that mirror... Good grief. You know, this is going to be painful. Alright. Going with the stock. Oh, yeah, no, that's coming off. No. We want the stock one. There we go. And you know, now that I think about it, this is not... The car that was in... the movie had another window. It was another coupe. So I'm really totally messing this one up. Unfortunately. Alright. What is going on here? Take that off. Yeah. So, right door window. And, you know, you know what? Guys, I can't see this as a... Whatever the case is, I cannot see this as that. I have to go with a chop top. It is just... It goes against my core. So we're gonna go with a chop top windows. And chop top front. Yeah. I have to go with the chop top. I'm sorry. No, not that one. It's already a mess already because it's not the correct build of the car anyway, so it'll be okay. We're gonna go with option 2. That took forever. Front end stuck. That's pretty close. It should be black, but that's okay. We are going to go stock. Oh, that doesn't work. See what happens when you try to add pieces that don't belong? It's for the hard top. Okay, so we have that. We're not going to have the wheelie bars, but what is back here? Rear bumper. I don't have anything in there to replace the rear bumper. So it's going to be... Oops. What are my options for the rear bumper? Do I have any rear bumper? Is that just a blank? Allows for no bumper. Okay, option 3. Cool. So we got that. We are just going to go with basic plate on the back. Geez, these go taillight C, taillight D. I really want these, but I don't know if that's going to... Because that's kind of like what they have on the back of the other one. Don't know if that's going to allow it, but hey, we'll work it. Allows for no bumper. Cool. All right. Taillight. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm there. All right. Okay. Um. So that's kind of worked out. What else we got here? We gotta put the battery in here. There we go. That kind of looks like it. This is kind of putting. It's kind of coming together, isn't it? Headlights. I'm going to spend a ton on headlights to figure out which ones I am going to need. Okay, so which ones do I need? Oops. Come on. Add. Okay. Headlight option A. That's pretty close. Headlight option 3. It looks about the same. Option 4. Ooh, paintable. Yes. I think these things look huge, but I think that might be the way to do it. I think I do need to be paintable. Okay, so let's come on. Yeah, I don't have any of them. So that's option 4. What else do we have here? Option 5 is down there. Kind of tricky to get at that one. Option 6 is another low one. What am I doing wrong here? Oh dear. There we go. Option 7 is another low one, so I'm going with option, it was option 5. Nope. Dang it. Option 4. Option 4 with the headlights. Okay, so whew. I know, painful, right? Nope, I don't want to keep those. Stock allows for no hood. I did that, but allows for no hood. We'll figure that out later. Alright, that's out of the question. Mirrors. Let's put the mirrors on. There we go. I probably don't need the V8 engine symbols on there, but that's okay. It has a roll bar in it, but I don't remember what the roll bar is for. Okay, so I need the option 4 for the left-hand tail light, or left-hand headlight. Right, and where's the roll bar in here? I am not seeing the roll bar. Aha. Rear left fender. Fuel tank blank. Okay. So we'll put that on. Slide this over here. See, this card's a little difficult and a little tricky. Because, you know, outside of me screwing up, option 4 goes up top. Okay, so that's there, that's there. What is Let's see, can I get at... Oh, wait a minute, I'm froze. Oh, there we go. I can't get in there at it, so I'm going to have to take it off the rack. Let's take it off the rack for a second. Okay, let's move you back to the doorway. And what are you? Let's crouch down a little bit, see if I can... There we go. Don't know what that did, but it did something. That's cool. That's all I wanted. And while we have it out, we might as well throw a... Oh, and this is a right-hand drive car too, by the way. I mean, Fully Sick is in Australia. He's Australian, so things are a bit different. They're on the other side. It's okay. Let's put a couple of seats, the roulette seats in it. How about that? And then we're going to go with a nice sports steering wheel. We'll go ahead and finish that piece up of it, so that we have... This came with original with a chain steering wheel. My goodness. Alright, I think we are golden. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on rack number 1, and we will get to building the engine. Oh my goodness. Let's do a quick, how's the body? Frame interior. Global body 75%, because I am missing a whole lot of crap, and I have no idea why. Trunky, hoodie. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to care at this point. I'll move you over to the paint shop. Might as well go ahead and give you a paint job. So this looks like I might be missing some pieces on it, but that's okay. I am good with that. Can't do nothing with it. If I can find the pieces and they belong, then I am going to be fine. Oh, those two pieces there, definitely that's going to take up a couple of them. But that's after I put the engine in. Engine. Haha. We are now going to build the engine. Let me look at what I need. I have bought that, but I don't think... I'll sell it. I'm probably going to need it later. For God's sakes. I'm probably going to need it later, so that's okay. I have really made the... This has been the worst video time-wise ever, just because it's just stupidly crazy. Alright, stupidly crazy long, I should say, because it's just, I didn't mean for it to be that long. We're going to get some racing parts, but I am going to need a couple of those. Got the crankshaft. We're going to go with the 3 bearings. Bearings. Getting the heads out of the performance shop, definitely. There's the valve covers. Exhaust the same way. We're going to get those out of the performance shop. Distributor, same thing. I'm going over a lot of these pieces because I'm trying to go fairly quick now because I know that I'm behind schedule. I should have had this done 10 minutes ago. The entire thing. But I don't... Two of you, believe it or not. Oh, wait a minute. You know, I think I can get the red ones. I think I can get the performance ones. Dang it. Need a starter V8. That, and that. Timing chain. Timing chain cover. You would think I'd be able to build this thing with my eyes shut. I already got that. So let's jump over to the performance shop. And let's knuckle down here. Alternator. Need a camshaft. Camshaft. There we go. A couple of carburetors. Clutch, pressure plate. Where's my V8 overhead valve? There we are. To view. Flywheel. Fuel filter. Coil. Distributor. Wires. Pistons. Power steering pump, of all things. No, I don't think I have those filters in the performance shop. I guess it's a good thing I picked them up then. I was thinking these, but I was totally wrong on that. And the build starts. I did forget the throwout bearing for the clutch and pressure plate, so I might have to pick that up. I'm sure I've missed something else too. I always miss that piece for whatever reason. I don't know. And my game wants to freeze up every once in a while, so I'm having a little difficulty. I think it's because of this 32 Ford, to be honest with you. Fully Sick has put a lot of parts into it, and it really bogs the machine down. You can tell by how everything is just kind of moving a little slow. Nothing wrong with this mod. It just takes a lot out of your PC when you're trying to build something like this. Yeah, you know, I also played My Summer Car. I wish My Summer Car was this kind of easy, because it, give you at least a shadow of what you need to install first, next. Because I'm telling you what, it is a pain in the ass. Oh dear God, it's painful. It's painful to build that thing. But I'm getting through it and trying to make some money along the way in the game. That makes it a little more difficult. Camshaft, coil. I'm cooking right along, peeps. I'm trying to make this build go a little bit quicker than possible here, because we both know we've done this engine so many times we can do it with our eyes closed, or one would think. That's all we can do there. Put the headers on. Okay, put the spark plugs in. That's cool. Oh, I can go ahead and put that belt on. There we go. Oil filter. Head. Need to flip this puppy over so I can get at it better. As soon as I put the spark plugs in, that is. Yeah, that one video, I missed the spark plug altogether. I think it was on the Herbie video, the last video, or video before last. I totally forgot the spark plug on that thing. Felt like a big doofus. Come on, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Nope, I want to get this distributor taken care of first. Oh, guess what I missed? Okay, so how did I miss that? Because it was sitting right next to the distributor. Oh well. And while I'm here, get the throw bearing too. I did get the clips, didn't I? I swear I got the clips. I knew I was going to need the clips. See, this is the problem here. Trying to get at that clip. There we go. Woof. Now I can throw the intake on. Let's get rid of all these little pieces down here. This is the one. This is the one section I hate about this engine is just all this stuff here. But I mean, it is very true to life. So bet you guys are chomping at the bit about the license plate, aren't you? Do you have any idea yet? Do you know what I'm going to put on it yet? Well, it's going to be California plates, but do you know what was on it? I know you probably went and Googled it, but do you know what it is? That would be the key. Yeah, you can find it. You can find it online real easy, but do you know what it is? I'll tell you. As soon as I get there, I'll tell you. Because the car itself is pretty much done. I just got to throw an engine in it, transmission, and throw some other parts on it. I'll figure out the other parts later. Be quite honest with you. I'm not really losing any sleep over it. I'm not going to end up selling the car, so I'm good. Now if I was selling it, I'd just throw some parts on it just to fill in the parts. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Ooh. Pretty. Oh, scoop. Alright. I say alright way too much, don't I? It's me thinking. I'm trying to think while I'm doing this. And I do not do two things at once. Very good. So if I am doing this and I am talking to you at the same time, it's a tremendous feat on my part. Trust me. Yeah, just couldn't. You know, the more I think about the chop top on that, I couldn't go with the regular top. I was going to. I had it mindset. I was going all out. I was going to make it as close to the original as possible. I just cannot do it. It just looks ridiculous. And even though it's not a chop top in the movie, it definitely could have been. Come on, go to... And I missed the fan. And I can't type. You know, and while I was in there, I should have grabbed the transmission. Why not? I'm already shopping. I'm already spending money like crazy. Right? Right. So you are coming off the stand. I got you out of the way, didn't I? I need you back. Isn't that pretty? That is just a gorgeous looking machine right there. So let's put these headers on it. Right, got those on it. Now, front bumper. What are my options for the front bumper, I wonder? Oh. Hang on. Always get the oil in. What are my options for the front bumper? Because honestly, this one shouldn't have a front bumper. So do I have a blank for the front bumper, I wonder? Let's take a quick look. Again. Front bumpers. Where's the front bumpers at? Where's the tanks at? The tanks are the front bumpers. So, option allows for no front bumper. Sweet. So, come on. Oh, what in the world? Oh. What was that all about? Okay. Alright. You know what? Let me do this real quick. I'm doing a lot of ums because I'm trying to think through this. Oh, I forgot the clutch. Throw out bearing. Good griefness. And the brake, the master cylinder. Gotta put the master cylinder on too. You know, I usually do things in a certain order so I don't mess things up, and that's exactly what I did. I need you. You see how that's kind of black? I'm going to have to chrome it up. So let's it's not letting me get a piece of that. Not letting me grab it. May have to leave it black. No, it's not. Yeah, I can't really grab a hold of it, so I'm gonna have to leave it black. I mean, what the heck, right? What else is missing on it? 99%. Global body parts. Hood E, trunk E. Okay, so hood E, trunk E. What is that? Hood E. And where is trunk E? What is trunk E? Trunk E. Allows for no hood. Okay, so there's two different ones. Okay, I think I got it figured out now. So where do they go? There's one of them. There we go. Whew. Alright. So, for the license plate. Have you waited long enough? Alright. So, the license plate is going to be California plates. And it's going to be THX 138. Do you know what the significance of that number is? If you do not know, it was George Lucas's first movie, and it was THX 1138. That's right. It was one of George Lucas's first movies, and that's an Easter egg from this movie. For that. Global parts. We've got something that's still sticking out there, and we may not ever know what it is. A radiator seat. Oh, I need a radiator. Duh. I guess that would help, huh? So I need a radiator seat. It's a good thing we don't have to put fluids in this thing, right? There we go. Radiator C. Now we are complete. This is a beautiful thing. Let's throw her over into the dyno shop real quick. Just for giggles. So we can move on. So yeah, it looks like chrome rims in this movie all the way through. Not too many, 818 horsepower. I tell you what, 818 horsepower for this car, it is crazy. Alright, so we are done. Thank you all for sticking it out with me tonight. Trying to get things done in the garage with this beast. I love it. I like it. It's not exactly the 32 Coupe from American Graffiti, but I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. Alright, so until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. And let me know what you think. So until the next car, I will see you then. This is Hurst Quayzar, and I am out.